Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to discuss the basic terminologies used in the quality management system. This is an educational video for the beginners in the field of quality management. My name is Ajish. Welcome to my channel QHSE Knowledge World. Let's start the video by discussing quality. Degree to which a set of inherent characteristics of an object fulfills requirements is called quality. An organization focused on quality promotes a culture that results in the behavior attitudes. An organization focused on quality promotes a culture that result in behavior, attitudes, activities and processes that deliver value through fulfilling the needs and expectations of customers and other relevant interested parties. The quality of an organization's products and services is determined by the ability to satisfy customers and unintended impact on the relevant interested parties. The quality of products and services includes not only their intended function and performance but also their perceived value and benefit to the customer. Quality management system. Part of a management system with regards to quality is known as quality management system. A quality management system is a collection of business process focused on consistently meeting customers' requirements and enhancing their satisfaction. It is aligned with an organization's purpose and strategic direction. The system to manage and direct the operations of an organization with regards to quality. Quality systems may be considered to be the organization functioning and interrelation of the resources, policies and procedures necessary to carry out the quality objective. Accreditation. Third-party attestation that a conformity assessment body fulfills specified requirements and is competent to carry out specific conformity assessment and task is known as accreditation. ISO 17025-2017, ISO 17045-2005, ISO 17020-2012 are some of the examples of ISO accreditations. Certification. Certification is the formal attestation or confirmation of certain characteristics of an object, person or organization. This confirmation is often but not always provided by some form of external review, education, assessment or audit. ISO 9001-2015, ISO 14001-2015, ISO 45001-2018 are some of the certification standards of ISO. Top management. Person or group of people who directs and control an organization at the highest level is known as top management. Most organizations have three management levels: low level managers, middle level managers and top level managers. Top management is made up to senior level executive of an organization who are those positions that hold most responsibility. These top managers are responsible for setting the overall direction of a company and making sure that major organizational objectives are achieved. They are responsible for controlling and overseeing the entire organization. They develop goals, strategic plans, company policies, and make decisions on the direction of the business. The board of directors, president, vice president, and CEO are all the examples of top level managers. Context of the organization. Combination of internal and external issues that can have an effect on an organization's approach to developing and achieving its objectives. The organization's objective can be related to its products and services, investment and behavior towards its interested parties. The context of organization is equally applicable to non-profit or public service organization as it is to those seeking profits. This concept is often referred to by other means such as business environment, organizational environment, or ecosystem of an organization. Customer: person or organization that could or does receive a product or a service that is intended for or required by this person or organization. Customer, client, end user, retailer, receiver of a product or service from an internal process beneficiary and purchaser. In sales, commerce, and economics, a customer is a recipient of good, service, product, or an idea obtained from a seller, vendor, or supplier via a financial transaction or exchange of money or some other valuable consideration. Continual improvement. A recurring activity to enhance performance is called continual improvement. It is an ongoing effort to improve products, service, or processes. The process of establishing objectives and finding opportunities for improvement is a continual process. Through the use of audit findings and audit conclusions, analysis of data, management reviews, or other means, and generally leads to corrective action or preventive action. Quality assurance and quality control. QA, quality assurance, is a part of quality management focused on providing confidence that quality requirements will be fulfilled. Quality assurance ensures that the approaches, techniques, methods, and processes are designed for a project are implemented correctly. QC, quality control, is a part of quality management focused on fulfilling quality requirements. Quality assurance activities monitor and verify that the process used to manage and create a deliverable has been followed and are operative. QC ensures that approaches, techniques, methods, and processes are designed in projects are following correctly. QC activities monitor and verify that the project deliverables meet the defined quality standards. Quality policy. A policy related to quality is called a quality policy. Generally, the quality policy is consistent with the overall policy of organization, can be aligned with the organization's vision and mission, and provides a framework for the setting of quality objectives. Audit. Systematic, independent, documented process for obtaining records, statements of fact, or other relevant information and assessing them objectively to determine the extent to which specified requirements are fulfilled is known as an audit. The fundamental elements of an audit include the determination of the conformity of an object according to the procedure carried out by personnel not being responsible for the object audited. There are two types of audits: internal audits and external audit. Internal audits, sometimes called first party audits, are conducted by or on behalf of the organization itself for management review and other internal purposes, and can form the basis for an organization's declaration of conformity. Independence can be demonstrated by the freedom of responsibility for the activity being audited. External audit. External audits include those generally called as second and third party audits. Second party audits are conducted by the parties having an interest on the organization, such as customers, or by other person on their behalf. Third party audits are conducted by external independent auditing organizations, such as those providing certification, registration, or accreditation of a conformity or governmental agency. Conformity and non-conformity. Fulfillment of a requirement is called conformity. Non-fulfillment of a requirement is called non-conformity. Conformity refers to the act of matching behaviors, attitudes, and beliefs to like minded people, a group of norms of policies. On the other hand, non-conformity refers to a deviation from a standard, a specification, or an exception. Corrective action and preventive action. Action to eliminate the cause of a detected non-conformity or other undesirable situation and to prevent a recurrence is called corrective action. Action taken to prevent the occurrence of such non-conformities, generally as a result of a risk analysis, is called preventive action. Corrective action is a part of quality management and involves a set of actions taken to rectify a process, task, or an employee's behavior when they are at risk of producing errors or deviating from the intended goal or plan. Preventive actions are proactive measures taken to prevent any non-conformity to the plan set within an institution or organization. A preventive action aims to correct a potential problem. Unlike a corrective action, which fixes the root cause of a current issue, preventive actions try to address the problems before they happen. Management review. A management review is a formal, structured meeting which involves top management and takes place at regular intervals throughout the year. One role of top management is to carry out regular systematic evaluations of the suitability, adequacy, effectiveness, and efficiency of the quality management system with respect to the quality policy and quality objectives. The review can include consideration of the need to adapt the quality policy and objectives in response to changing needs and expectation of interested parties. Traceability. Ability to trace the history, application, or location of an objective is called traceability. When considering a product or service, traceability can relate to the origin of material and part, the processing history, the distribution and location of the product or service after delivery. In the field of metrology, it is the property of a measurement result whereby the result can be related to a reference through a documented unbroken chain of calibrations, each contributing to the measurement uncertainty. When it comes specifically to the laboratory environment, there are a few other terminologies. Let us check what those words means. Samples. For testing laboratories, a sample generally refers to the material being tested. Examples: water, soil, air, aggregate, asphalt, etc. Testing. Determination of one or more characteristics of an object of conformity assessment according to a procedure is called testing. Testing typically applies to material, products, or processes. In analytical science, a test is a unique combination of metrics, analyte, and test method. One of the most scientific disciplines, a test restricted to the search for an characteristic of material, products, or process. The International System of Units, SI units. The International System of Unit is the modern form of metric system. It is only system of measurement with an official status in nearly every country in the world. It comprises a coherent system of unit of measurement starting with the 7 base unit, which are the second, meter, kilogram, ampere, Kelvin, temperature, mole, and candela. Certified reference material. Reference material accompanied by documentation issued by an authoritative body and providing one or more specified property values with associated uncertainties and traceabilities using valid procedures is known as a CRM or Certified Reference Material. Certified reference materials are controls or standards used to check the quality and metrological traceability of products, to validate analytical measurement and methods, or for the calibration of instrument. A certified reference material is a particular form of measurement standard. Control sample. A sample used as a basic for comparison with the test samples and which undergoes sample processing identical to that carried out for the test samples. Includes reference samples, method blank, control samples, etc. Limit of detections, LOD. The limit of detection expressed as a concentration or amount from the smallest measure that can be detected by a single measurement with a reasonable certainty for a given analytical procedure. LOQ or limit of quantitation, the lower limit of concentration or amount of substance that must be present before a method is considered to provide quantitative results. By conversion, LOQ equals 10 into S, where S is the estimation of the standard deviation at the lowest level of measurement. Decision rule. A rule that describes how measurement uncertainty is accounted for when stating conformity with the specified requirement is called a decision rule. When the customer requests a statement of conformity to a specification or standard for the test or calibration, example pass or fail, intolerance, out tolerance, the specification or standard and the decision rule shall be clearly defined in the reports. Uncertainty of measurement or measurement uncertainty. Non-negative parameter characterizing the dispersion of the quantity values being attributed to a measurement based on the information used is known as uncertainty of measurement or measurement uncertainty. Measurement uncertainty includes components arising from systematic efforts such as components associated with corrections and the assigned quantity values of measurement standards, as well as the definition uncertainty. Sometimes estimated systematic efforts are not corrected for, but instead associated measurement uncertainty components are incorporated. Proficiency testing. Determination of laboratory testing performance by means of inter-laboratory comparison is known as proficiency testing. Proficiency testing is a program which multiple specimens are periodically sent to a group of laboratories for analysis. The purpose of such a program is to evaluate the laboratory performance with regards to the testing quality, of samples. So these all are the general basic terminologies used in the quality management system. Thank you very much for watching my channel QHSE Knowledge World. See you soon with another video of quality management system very soon. Thank you very much for watching QHSE Knowledge World.